Hey YouTube, it's your girl Tiara coming back once again, and I have a try on video today featuring the CC Plus It Cosmetics Cream Your Skin But Better in the shade Deep. I was given a sample of this, and it is a color correcting full coverage cream, anti-aging hydrating serum, and it also has an SPF of 50 plus. It's the #1 best-selling award-winning beauty miracle, and it also has clinically tested results. It says that participants saw an immediate 100% increased skin hydration. In 10 days, they saw 96% softer, smoother skin, 85% saw improvement in wrinkles and the appearance of those, and then 77% of the participants said pores appeared to be smaller. Now, again, they do have a wide range. However, they kind of sent me the base range, and Deep is the shade that I'll be trying on today. That looks like this, and I've already peeled it back open just so I can try it, but I've never tried this yet, and so I'm excited to see what it does, how it looks on my skin, and we'll just do a get ready with me. So for the sake of time, I've already come on with my skincare routine completed. I've prepped and primed. Today I primed with the Lancome Le Base Pro Primer, and I also used my Unique Eye Primer, eyeshadow primer to prep, and then I did my brows before I came on camera just with the Dip Brow Ebony Brown pomade. And so I'm just going to go right into it. I have a mirror here so that I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to dab it on like I would do any other foundation. So just going to dab it on. And again, I am loyal to my MAC Studio Fix Foundation Plus Powder Compact. However, I do want to just try different foundations for the sake of seeing what else is out there and just sharing with others what works for deeper skin tones and for those of us who have oily, acne prone skin, just showing what the coverage can be given and how it just wears on our skin overall. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I don't know if I've applied too much. I do know CC creams are more sheer in coverage, so I do want to make sure that I'm putting on enough. I don't want to put on too little. Okay, I think I might be good. Add a little more there, and then I think I might be good. And as always, I can go back and add more, and then I'm just gonna wipe off what I have on the tip of my finger here. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite brush to use is my e.l.f. powder foundation brush, which is the tried and true brush. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna buff it on. It didn't come with directions on how to put it on, so I assume it can be buffed on. So I'm just gonna do it how I would do any other foundation. And typically, I just tap it and buff it. From what I can see here in the mirror in front of me, it is blending right in to my skin. Definitely hydrating feel to it. If you know, I prefer matte finishes and matte formulas, or at least like luminous matte, satin matte formulas. I don't know if that's a piece of, that was a piece of hair. So off the bat, this is definitely going. Now I do know when this was sent to me, it was I don't think the matte version was out yet, so I do believe they have a matte version now, and I don't have that one, but it does give a glow. You can definitely see the luminosity. So if you are one who loves a glowy foundation, this definitely does give you that glow. Now, I'm not a fan of glowy foundations or coverage because I do have that oily, acne prone skin type. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna set it like I would any other foundation, and I'm hoping that I can get more of a matte finish to it. It has a skincare, like, you can smell the SPF, kind of slightly strong smell to me. Like, you can smell the sunscreen is what I'm saying. You could definitely smell that. And just want to make sure I have it buffed in as much as possible. It's so glowy, y'all. Look at that glow. And again, I'm not a personal fan of anything glowy, but if you are, you definitely are going to get the glow with this. Like, you are definitely going to get that glow. And like I said, I did prime. So I believe this is buffed in to the max. I'm next going to go in with my under eye concealer. So I'm using none other than my tried and true NARS Amande. And I'm going to apply that under my eyes. And I usually just do 5 dabs. And then I'm going to go in and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. And how y'all doing? Let me know. Interact with me in the comments. How you doing? Have you tried this CC cream? Do you like it? Specifically, I would love to know those with deeper skin tones. How did you feel it meshed with your skin? I think the coverage, as far as like the shade match, was good. I do believe it meshed well with my skin tone. I had the deep shade that was in there, and that did go really, really good. It's their darkest shade, so for my sisters that are darker than me, I'm not sure how this will work for you because I have on the deepest shade. If you see on the back here, this is their shade range, and this is the tone I have on, which is deep, and then there is, I believe, rich honey, and then they have a rich shade. So again, I'm a MAC NW45 in the Studio Fix Powder Plus. I'm NC50 in the Prolong Wear, and I am New Orleans in Lancome's All Day Luminous. I am shade 146 and like Bare Minerals powder. So just giving you shade ranges of like what I wear. And so this is the deepest tone. So off the bat, to me, that's not inclusive because there are several shades that are deeper than me, and I'm sure that they would want to have, you know, a shade that could accommodate them, and I don't see there being a deeper shade than what I have on. So it would be nice if they could have maybe 2 or 3 deeper shades past their deep shade that was given to me. I think that would be a little more inclusive, especially to those who might want to give this CC cream a go. And I'm just going to tap in again and make sure. Got that in there underwear. So, again, it's very, very glowy. I'm going to hurry up and set my under eye. I'm going to be using my Hourglass Veil Powder to do this. This is what I always use. And basically I take whatever's in the cap and I apply it under my eye with the brush. And I just tap it in like so. And I just take whatever's left in the cap and I tap it in. And although this is a like translucent colored powder, it does melt right into the skin. It does not leave a cast. And I do go over it with my powder foundation as well, just to give it even more skin-like finish. But as you can see, there's no casting under my eye, even though it does appear to have a cast in the container. Now I am going to use the same e.l.f. powder brush to go under my eye with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in the shade NW45, just under there. I put that under eye highlight. And I go for a natural under eye concealer look. And y'all, I keep forgetting to do my eyeshadow first when I come on camera. I just go right into the foundation. I was going to put my eyeshadow on first, but it's okay. I'm going to put it on. It's just out of order for the second time that I'm doing one of these get ready with me's. I keep forgetting that I do that first. So we are going to, just because this is such a hydrating finish, I do want to go ahead and set it with at least my first layer of setting powder. So I'm using my MAC Blot Powder in Deep Dark. And I'm going in it quite a bit because I'm hitting pan. And I set my foundation in sections because I have an oily, acne prone, sensitive skin type combination. And I like to make sure that it is set and it's not going to move too much. So for those of you who've had this CC cream, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you feel like it was a good match? Do you like the coverage? Do you like the longevity when wearing it? Initial thoughts. It's okay. I don't think this is not something that I would go out and get, because I like a more matte, and then even the coverage, I don't know, it's just, I'm not feeling it just yet, but I'm gonna keep working with it and seeing what I like. But so far it's a no for me, but I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna give it time to like settle into my skin more and just see if I have a different thought on it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow. I am doing my MAC Brown Script to start out in my transition. And I'm just gonna do a quick look with my eye, nothing major. I'm no pro. I just do what I do. So I am going to take I'm using the Urban Decay, which palette is this? Born to Run palette. And it looks like this, has a nice large mirror. Pretty colors here. So I am using the shade, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade, let's see, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade, maybe Stranded, this shade here. I think I'm gonna go in with Stranded. And I'll go ahead and use that on, oh, that'll be for my lid. I'm all out of order, y'all, sorry. I'm going in with Brown Script first, and I'm putting that here. It's morning for me, and I'm just like out of it. And I like to take that back and forth. And I like brown script on my skin complexion because it really does warm up the crease. I really like the warm look that it gives. It's so pretty. It's nice and warm, as you can see. I really like how that goes. Next, I am going to go in with, I'm still going to use that stranded on the lid, but I'm going to go in with a crease color. And I think I am going to use this Good As Gone shade, that dark chocolate brown. So I'm going to use that in my crease. So this CC cream definitely looks like your skin. It looks like skin on. Really feels like, if anything, a BB cream. But I do believe the CC cream is to give you more of like that coverage, but it's very, very lightweight. And I think I'm just a foundation girl. I don't know, let me know what y'all think on how this is looking on me. What y'all think about the CC cream. Okay, next, I am going to go in with that stranded shade that I showed before I put on my transition. I'm going to put that on my lid. And it's like a gold, like a light gold. Okay. And again, I'm no pro with eyeshadow. I just do what I do. Even with makeup. I march to the beat of my own drum. This Born to Run palette is very, very pretty to me. When it first came out, I didn't get it. And then I didn't even see a lot of hype behind this palette. But Urban Decay, to me, makes some really, my favorite MAC eyeshadows are always going to be MAC. Their quality is just amazing. But if you don't want to get a MAC palette, I do think that Urban Decay just has some really pretty shadows. And Anastasia, Beverly Hills, like those palettes by them too are like my go-tos as well. And I'm just blending and buffing this out along the outer edges. And then I think I'm gonna go back in with the Good As Gone shade and deepen the crease a little more, just to kind of help blend this a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna take my transition shade 2 back over the top, just to put back what may have buffed away in the application process. Okay. Go back in. Okay. And then I'm going to go back over my transition just one more time to make sure. And if you hear noise in the background, my kids are home with me. I am a mom of two. They are home with mama today. Okay, let's see. And then last for the eye, I'm gonna go in with my under eye highlight. I'm gonna use the shade in this palette. It is called Breakaway. Well, actually, I don't know. Am I gonna use Breakaway? Let me see. Yeah, I might use Breakaway. I'm in some more of a matte under eye shades these days, so Breakaway is this color there. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna use Breakaway just lightly, and I'm gonna take it under that brow bone. Okay. Just a light. Okay. Next, I do go in with the inner duct color, but I do that at the very end, so I'm not going to do that now. Next, we are going to go ahead and I did the layer of the CC cream. I set it with the powder. I did my eyes. Now I'm going to take my Morphe setting mist, and I'm going to spray this and kind of let everything kind of melt in. Okay. And that kind of helps to let everything kind of mesh and melt. And then next, I'm going in with my contour. I am using my CoverGirl Full Spectrum Ebony Bronze. I'm scraping pan on this, and I hope I can find it again, y'all, because you know this is always, it comes and it goes, and I think it's gone again, so. I don't know why they just don't keep it in a rotation, for those that know. Like, I know there's alternatives that I can use, but I just prefer this one. I've always really loved this one when it comes to my bronzing. And I do it in sections. And this is my first time using any of It Cosmetics facial products. So also let me know what facial products or products in general you like by It Cosmetics. I would love to know what to try. I definitely want to try their brushes. Their brushes always have been like flawless to me. The feel of them, the plushness. I just never invested in their brushes. But that is definitely something I would like to try out, their brushes. I think they do have some amazing quality brushes from what I've seen. Okay, next I am going to go in with my blush. Today I'm going to be using my MAC Fever blush. And that looks like this. Comes enough compact like that. And it looks like this. Just a nice pinkish fuchsia shade. And as you know, I smile when I put on my blush to make sure that it is going right into the apples of my cheeks. And I'll take it back. Okay. Next, I am going to go back and set again with my MAC blot powder. Now, this CC cream has been setting into my skin, and I don't know, I feel like I have a heavy feeling going on, like a coating, feeling like it's feeling kind of heavy. And if you saw that consistency, it did look thick. It did look thick to me, but I'm not liking the heaviness and the feel, because that makes me wonder, is it gonna clog my pores? And I'm setting this like I would do any foundation. I'm not treating it any different. This is what I do every time. I double set, and I double set with a setting spray or finishing spray. It's just my jam. I have a oily, acne prone, sensitive skin type, so I need it to last and stay on through the day. So next, I am going to now take my inner duct color. I'm going to do an inner highlight using Shroom by MAC. And I use this, y'all, I've had this brush since 2005. It is a Revlon brush. And when I tell y'all it has stood the test of time, it has stood the test of time. I think it might be the longest standing brush in my entire brush collection, because I've had it since 2005 when I went off to college. Okay. And then next, I am going to go ahead and spray my finishing spray. Today I'm using my Palladio Forever and Ever makeup setting spray, long lasting matte finish. I'm gonna give that a spray. Then I am going to go ahead and let that dry down. I don't have one of those fans, y'all. And then I am going to put my black powder back. I'm going to highlight, and I think today I'm going to highlight using my MAC Hyper Real Glow palette. It's a highlighting palette. It has these 3 shades. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I think I'm going to go in with the shade there in the middle. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight. Okay. And then go over it with my powder brush just to kind of like let it mesh in. Then we are almost done. I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. Today I am going to use, I have a sample of it, but it is the YSL Lash Clash mascara. I'm going to use that. I've had it and I've used it, so I don't know how much I have left, so I'm going to kind of scrape it in the tube and then apply it just to make sure I'm putting on enough products. So back to this try on initial impressions review. I would give this CC cream a 3 out of 5. Reasons being, 1, I don't like the thickness of it. I just don't like the thickness of it. 2, I don't like the feel on my skin. 3, I feel like my pores, I have large pores, but I feel like they're really accentuated with this product. Also, I don't care for the extra dewiness that it gives, but if you're somebody with dry skin, you may love that. Also, the heaviness of the feel, it just feels too heavy for me, and I do believe that when products feel heavy like that, they have to be clogging the skin. Like, you can't convince me it's not. So, I don't like that. I wouldn't purchase this, but um, it's my skin type. I have oily, acne prone, sensitive skin. I have pores, and there's just better options out there. Better options being, for one, MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus, which I wear, and then also even the Dior Forever Matte that I just reviewed, NARS, even has options that don't show and accentuate the pores as much. And I'm gonna go in with another coat of mascara. So for me, this foundation, it's a 3 out of 5. I don't recommend it for sensitive, oily, acne prone skin, just based off my initial feelings of it on my skin. Um, and even the look, like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it. But I wanted to do a get ready with me using it so that you could see it live in the flesh and how it works and what it's doing. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop with the mascara. And lastly, I'm gonna just throw on a little more of my gloss and call it a day. So this CC cream is an absolute no for me. Again, this is the It Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I have on the shade Deep. I personally feel like they need to expand this color palette for their darker skin tones. I am in the last shade, which is Deep. And so if you're darker than me, they could probably go another 3 to 4 shades darker. At least 2 to 3 past that deep shade, in my opinion. So if you're darker than me, I'm not sure how this will wear on your skin. You would just have to try it out and just see. But I don't, who would want to try something that already looks like it won't match? So I don't know how effective that would be. The overall finish doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person, I feel like I can see more of my pores. I do feel like it feels heavy. I've set it. I've done everything that I would have done with any other foundation. Um, I mean, it's wearable, but after today, I will no longer use it. And if you want to see the shade again, I still have my sampling. I had this on, and there's still some product left in here, maybe for one more wear, but I don't plan to wear it. This is going to be the final wear of it. I'm going to wear it for today, but then if it feels heavy throughout the day, I might take it off. Because honestly, this is feeling like it's really heavy on my skin. I just don't like how my skin is feeling with this. And so I just don't like that, especially if you have a sensitive, oily, acne prone skin type. We don't want anything pore clogging. I don't even see on here that it says it's oil free. And so even with just knowing that, it just feels heavy. So it may be some oils in there that's causing that heaviness on it as well. But thank you all so much for tuning in to my review. I hope I was able to share like my initial thoughts, my initial impressions, and just get ready with me to kind of make you make an informed decision on the CC cream. And especially if you are a dark skin diva like myself, I hope you were able to just see how the coverage applied, the skin shade, how it looks on my skin tone. If you're similar in skin tone, you may like the deep shade, but again, I give it a 3 out of 5. I don't care for the heaviness. I don't care for the overall, like, just blendability with my pores showing through and the heaviness of the feel. It's just, I feel like you have other options. That's just my personal opinion. And as always, stay tuned for more.